Okay. We'll just hold it away. Anyway, the families want to thank you guys for coming out today for Ron and Bobby. Is anybody want to come up and speak on either of them? That would be really great to hear your stories about them for the family.
I heard Rob raise his hand.
Go say something. Go say something.
I'll just say before I step down that Richard really loved Bobby a lot. And he was there to receive him.
Ricky said they're watching Star Wars together. It's all good.
Yep.
Well, I had to fly in, and all I could think of was one time when my dad was stationed in Germany, and we were flying to Germany to meet up with dad. And Bobby's always been into planes. Okay? So we spend 12 hours on a jet plane across the Atlantic, land in Frankfurt, and he sees all these jet planes on the corner. And he grabs mom's sleeve and goes, Mom, look. And my mom's like, what am I looking at? And he's like, look, jet planes. And he was just so excited. My mom looks at him and says, what do you think you've been on for the last 12 hours? He was a fanatic with anything to do. And back in college, I was working on a sci-fi story. I like to write. And I had been talking with him, telling him what I was doing. And I said, it would be so, I just wish I could draw up the plans for the ship that my characters are on so I wouldn't make mistakes about where they're going or how to get there. The next thing I know, there's this big spiral drawing book I received in mail. And in it was detailed blueprints for a starship for my story. And then I went to a friend's house for Thanksgiving. And Mark, the easiest way to explain to anyone what Mark was like is Mark is more of a Mr. Spock is than Spock is himself. Extremely logical, and just if you didn't really know him, you couldn't tell whether he was excited or depressed or whatever, because he just didn't show his feelings. Very, very Spock-like. And I happened to be sitting there looking at Bobby's blueprint, and Mark came into the room. He's like, "What you looking at?" I'm like, "The starship my brother designed for me." And he's like, "Can I look?" And I'm like, "Certainly." So he's looking at it, and he gets to like where the engines are and everything. He's like, "Oh well, that would work." Yeah, he got so excited over Bobby's design, and I'll never forget. Anyone else want to say anything?
Those two don't know, my name's Robert also. Uh, really didn't think of anything to say ahead of time. But all you have to do is just think of memories with Robert, and it just makes you laugh. I remember one time he needed to make a model for his architecture class, and he had no supplies. He looked here and there underneath anything. It was amazing. He was like that his whole life. I remember one time we were driving, I had a 66 Corona. Windshield wiper motor stopped. Rob says, okay, I can get us home. About 15 minutes later, I'm driving and he's going like this and the wipers are going. It was amazing. It was amazing. That same Corona, when we were skiing at the resorts up there, Squaw Valley, after it shut down, he wanted to learn how to drive. He wanted to learn how to drive a stick shift. So we took that Corona up and there was ice on the parking lot. And so I thought that would be a good spot. That way you can get through the sweet spot. So he got rolling and he was trying to get into second gear and he couldn't get into second gear. So he was frustrated because he kept trying. And then he got into first gear. He got into second gear and he was so happy. And he got up into third gear. He never even moved. It was awesome.
The ugly inside.
Oh, I miss him so much. There's so many good memories. He was a good guy.
Mm-hmm.
He was a good guy. I mean, we're all human. We're all human. I'm going to really miss him. I'm going to really miss him. I could go on, but I'll share the mic.
Oh, I'm gonna try to keep my shit together.
You can do it, Dana.
My dad, my whole life, was my biggest cheerleader. To him, there was nothing I couldn't do, and I don't think I can recall a single time that man ever told me no. I ended up handy because of him in construction, in cars, because I just enjoyed spending time with my dad. And I keep saying my dad didn't have any daughters, I'm just his prettiest son. I don't know. I love my dad so much, and I'm going to miss him. He was one of my favorite people, and probably one of the only people on the entire planet who's never, ever done anything to hurt me. And there was a lot more I wanted him around for me and his grandson. But he's going to be here in his way, and that's okay.
That's right.
If I can do it, you can do it.
I'm sure he's right here with us right now. My dad right now.
I think this is a lot harder on me. I don't know, like, because I was there when he took his last breath. Bobby was my big brother. He taught me so much, and I didn't know it until being there with Dana and her grandmother and her aunt. And her grandmother was like telling Bobby, who's going to fix this for us? Who's going to fix our screen door? And I was just sitting there watching this, and I was like, this is where I got all my handy skills from. Like, I used to watch Bobby build all his forts in the backyard, and Rob and Bobby took me down to the river. They built underground forts down there, and it was just so amazing just to see these things that they had done, and it just blew my mind that that's where I learned all this from. I followed my brother everywhere. When they went to the river, he just let me follow him wherever he went. To the trestle, when they go to jump off the trestle, or it was just, I don't know. And I guess I'd forgotten all about that until I went and saw him recently. And I guess I am just like my brother. I work on cars and fix cars and build stuff, and my kids watch me every day, and they just stand there and like watch me like, how are you doing this? There was so much more we wanted to do. I got to spend a little bit of time with him before he passed away. I met up with him in Arizona, and my kids got to meet him, and we went on a few adventures. That's why I was late coming here, because I told Michelle that we're at the beach hunting sand dollars with him. So, but yes, I've always said that my brother should be a millionaire today, because he built out of Legos all of those models that you see today on the store shelves, he built all of those before they even made those models in the box. Every day, that's all he did every day was build giant spaceships and replicas of Star Wars ships and Star Trek ships. But and just seeing everything on Facebook, he was an amazing person, and I'll never forget him. I don't know if anyone else wants to say anything.
No, sorry.
But we do thank everyone for being here.
I have a lot, but it's too hard.
I don't know if anybody had a longer drive as I did, but it was like 2 days.
Wow.
It would have been sweet if I had been
I
able to
just
drive
want to
this as
mention
far.
both of these men up here were supposed to be alive here on this trip with us.
Right.
It was supposed to be a family trip to celebrate before anyone passed, but they decided to do south beforehand. So
They're here. They're here.
in a way,
Yeah, I'm sure I am with you right now. In between the speeches.
Yeah, they're here.
And my dad came with us.
Good job, buddy.
Yeah. That's so cute. I'm right there with you, buddy.
Guys, I'm a terrible public speaker. Some of you, some of it.
We're not public, we're family.
Um, my brother was one of a kind, and I didn't really realize how strong he was until he tried to fight this cancer. I think I learned that more. Because I used to call him a nerd. You're a nerd, you play with Legos and you watch sci-fi and things like that. I'm like, I would never do that. But he was so strong, and I can't imagine going through what he went through. And he fought till the very end. And it's kind of funny because I didn't really feel like that when he was my older brother growing up. I felt like he was mean. He would stop us if we were talking too loud while he was watching Star Trek, whatever. Shut up. And so I was like, I always gotta just stay away. But he was a great big brother, and he was supportive. And I can't imagine what the next years are gonna be like without him. So, yeah.
Yeah, microphones and speakers don't mix. I remember beating him up growing up, thinking that we were nothing alike. Nothing. Until I went to college and realized that our problem was that
I don't
we
know
were
how many
nothing
of you
alike.
know me. I know some of you do. My name is Julie. Robert is my cousin. We grew up, started kindergarten with Bobby, and all those years. And the Charlotte and Robert Moore family is also, we consider them family. So my mom couldn't come, and I know she really wanted to be here. So, Dana, representing the niece part of Moore family. But not just that, he made my dad really excited when he married Michelle, because my dad was friends with Ron. And when he would go visit, after my dad died in 21, he would go visit them. He always drove over to Woodbridge just to check on my mom. So both of these guys are going to be very deeply missed from the niece side of the Moore family. So just want to say.
So hard to believe, but they were my first babysitting clients.
No, I can't. Sorry.
It's okay.
To let it out.
I will. I already have. I'm gonna.
Behind it.
Huh?
Behind it.
Behind it?
Yeah.
You can click it off. There's a button on it.
On here?
Yeah, you can click it. Oh, there we go.
Again, the family wants to thank you for coming. And please take your time and enjoy the park today because coming here, you get free entrance to the park. And it's a beautiful, beautiful park. If you just walk through it, you can walk way down where you can see the ocean. It's very pretty. But thank you, everybody, for coming. If you help yourself, please. There's a lot of food still. And have a great day.
Thank you, Candace.